What's up, everybody? This is your boy Heel Carmichael, aka Thirsty Jack, and welcome to another installment of Embrace the Thirst podcast presents Heel Thoughts. And this topic, I want to say a smoke. It's kind of like two topic into one subject matters. The first topic I'm going to talk about is both women championship. Last Friday on SmackDown, we just saw the WWE World Women Championship, or should I say WWE Women Championship. And then upcoming Monday Night Raw, we just saw the World Women's Championship. I guess they got this idea from Impact, where they call their Women Champion World Knockout Champion, I believe. But for this one, let's start off with the WWE Women's Championship. Designs is basically the same thing. White strap with the gold plating. It's an okay look. And Asuka got the title, but the design of it is the same thing for just like the Undisputed Universal Championship. Only big difference is the white strap with the gold plating. Okay design, I would say is okay design. And will I buy it for my loved ones? Will I buy it for myself or anybody else? No, I would not do that. I would not buy it because it's the same thing. It's the exact same title design, just like the previous one, the SmackDown Women's title. And then you look at the World Women Championship. That title look, I say the title look prestigious. White strap with a big gold plate. It looked prestige. I would say it's almost kind of like I want to say kind of the IWGP title feel, or should I say the AEW feel, which I'm starting to see it now. It gave you that type of vibe. I wish they would go back like a retro title, like Ring of Honor did last year. Have all the titles, old school title designs with old school logos, everything, just straight up OG. I give them much props for Ring of Honor of doing that. Pay respect to the traditional titles. And I wish the WWE would do the same thing. But it's WWE, and they don't believe doing that. The last time they did that was the WWE.com, where they did a photo shoot of the classic title. From the Eagle Wing title to the European Championship, even the classic women title back in the Attitude Era. Hell, even the WWF Tag Team title back in the 90s. Not the Bulldog and not the Duo. I'm talking about all gold Tag Team Championship. Hell, even the Attitude Era Tag Team titles, or even I would say the late New Generation era of the Tag Team title. But if they would have went with the retro title, I think the fans will appreciate it. Just change the logo into the modern WWE logo for SmackDown. If Asuka would have that one, that'd be the straight up WWE Women Championship. For Rhea, they could have a different design. They took the idea from the 2K and present it to her, present it to the WWE. Be more creative. Hell, I would have the Alyssa Blaze title. Make it a little bit bigger. A little bit big, a little bit more. Put a little jewels. I would have had that title. Bring that title back, but not the Divas title. I don't think anybody want the Diva title to come back. I don't think nobody want that title. But I prefer bring that title back, the Alexa Blaze title, or should I say the Medusa title. Make the title a little bit big, and I think the fans will appreciate that. The younger fans probably don't know what that title come from, but they probably Google it or just look up on Peacock or WWE Network. But purist fan like myself, or book collectors, or just straight up wrestling fan, I think they will enjoy it. I think they will love it. And another smoke, well, add on to this one, is Charlotte. Charlotte came back, asked Asuka for the title shot, and the way it looked like she earned it. Nobody even asking for Charlotte to come back. Nobody. Nobody even thinks about her. The only time people want her to come back is the WWE weeboos. Charlotte Flair weeboos. Those kind of people want Flair back, or Charlotte Flair to come back. For me, no. I'm sorry. I've seen so many people talking about overrated. This person is overrated. This person is underrated. If you have a dictionary word for overrated, Charlotte Flair face is right next to it. Because if you try to pull out what's your favorite match of Charlotte, to be honest, it'll be a blur. Like, I'm just keeping the bug. Just not no hate. It's the truth. Like, yeah, you probably give her what the Hell in a Cell, the triple threat match at WrestleMania 32, her against Ronda Rousey in a I Quit match in, I say, Extreme Rules, and that's about it. But with Charlotte Flair, every time she pops up from her break, she always get a title shot. Like, no matter what, she always get a title shot, or somewhere being the title picture. Like, no matter what, she cannot go through a half a year, forget a year, a half a year without the championship title or sniffing the title. Because every time she comes up, she wants the title, in which I don't get it. Like, WWE really showed a bit of favoritism when it comes down to it. And then she talking about on Twitter, you guys shouldn't be complaining, you guys should be thanking me. That's bullshit. I'm sorry. That's straight up bullshit, because nobody wants her to come back. I can name plenty of women deserve to get a title shot or even an opportunity. Let's start with Lacey Evans. I would love to see her get an opportunity or a title shot. Great character, but it's not her fault. I'm blaming all this shit towards WWE, because you get a good character, you can pretty much writes itself. Pretty much you could do a lot of great story with her. Even Sergeant Slaughter to put in the picture, in which he didn't like it, but it is what it is. And then you look at Bianca Belair, in which that makes sense storyline wise, but it looked like it would take a little bit longer for her to get a title shot, because they want to test out the character for her heel run, or maybe a tweener. But if she turned heel, people is not going to boo her. They going to chill for her, because they like what they see. Because you can please a purist, because they like what they see, they would cheer. Who else? Raquel Gonzalez. I think she deserves a title shot down the road. Liv Morgan when she comes back. Alexa Bliss. I mean, it's a long list of names instead of Charlotte Flair. I would say the women who put in work deserve an opportunity or a title shot, instead of somebody take a long ass vacation and then come back for the title, like an instant title, just a snap of the finger. That's the one thing I didn't like. For as Rhea Ripley, we don't know who's next in line for the title. It could be Natalia, it could be anybody. But I'm willing to bet that somebody who will win the female Money in the Bank will be the one to cash in on Rhea, but not Asuka, because I got a feeling they have a big plan for Asuka. Okay, my other smoke is the fans. Myself and Antonio, we talked about this privately, and we talked about the promo. And oh yeah, definitely, you guys should check out the upcoming episode of Embrace the Thirst. Upcoming very very soon, we're gonna talk about promo versus great match, and this is something you guys should watch this topic. But the fans on Monday Night Raw between Finn Balor and Seth Rollins, they have that segment. I hate the word, use the word promo. I hate that shit. It sounds so. I had a little segment, and when Finn Balor was getting ready to talk, these fans keep on singing the Seth Rollins song. It's okay to sing it before or during the match or end of the match. I'm totally fine with that. That's cool. That's totally acceptable. What is unacceptable is doing that dumbass chant when a wrestler tried to tell a story. And I feel like Finn Balor and Seth Rollins can tell a great story. But I feel like that first story, or should I say a first segment with Finn Balor, was ruined. Because Finn Balor can't even get the words out without being interrupted by the fans who won't shut up. And I'm not gonna lie, I was pissed off at the fans because the fans don't know how to shut up. Like, the only time it's acceptable is Dominic Mysterio, because he got that Vicky Guerrero heat where every time he opened his mouth he got booed. Okay, cool, acceptable, because there's no important story for Dominic to speak or express the storyline or tell a story, because this is all about storytelling. But Finn and Seth, with their history all the way back in SummerSlam for the very first Universal Championship, I feel like it's a good story. But Finn Balor got drowned by the stupid Seth Rollins chant, and top it off with that stupid what chant. And that's one of the most annoying chant in professional wrestling history, is the what chant. The what chant needs to die. The only time the fans chant what, if Stone Cold Steve Austin is there. That's the only time the fans can chant the what chant. If Austin is there, you can chant what all you want to. But if it's not there, fans need to shut up. For real, fans need to shut up, because it don't make no sense to chant what. Now, the other chant, like the woo chant, that's tradition. Every time somebody give a knife edge chop to the chest, you can say woo. I don't think Gunther got that woo. He does get that holy shit chant. But also Raw did blur up the holy shit chant, which I don't get it. It's like it was 9:46 when it happened. But I digress. But the fans, I feel like the fans get too much power. Some fans, you can cheer, you can boo, you do wherever you want. But as a purist, it's time for you, be quiet and let the story unfold. Let the story blossom. That's a better word. Let the storyline blossom. And I feel like Finn Balor and Seth Rollins' storyline, I believe it could be a good story. And plus, I know it could be a good match. And Seth Rollins, talented wrestler, great on the mic, and you can tell that he had to come in and clean up the mess. And not only that, he said promo and a fucking promo. That's the most amateur shit I ever seen. That's just me as a purist, just nitpicking. But it was a mess. I feel like Finn Balor had to fight through the fans to say what he needed to be said. And this is one of the big problems in WWE, or pretty much any other promotion. The only promotion have no problem with that is I would throw in DDT Pro Wrestling and Impact Wrestling. Because when they tell a story, the fans appreciate it. DDT, mostly in the ring and sometimes on the press conference, if they have one. But I'm not going to lie while I'm about to say this. And it may sound a little bit crazy, but, when you think back at it, you kind of like semi-appreciate it. I miss the Thunderdome era when you see the fans on the screen and WWE control the sound. I kind of low key miss that because one, wrestlers can be feel the wrestlers can be normal, not normal. What word I'm looking for? Comfortable. The wrestlers can be comfortable with the microphone without being interrupted or being thrown off. And two, their segment is clear. Or should I say the storyline is clear to understand. During that time, during the pandemic, the storyline was clear. The matches was amazing. I would say 95% was amazing. Some was kind of like, but the rest was amazing. And plus, you don't have to hear that dumb chant of what chant. You don't have to hear some stupid random chant. You just focus on the segment and focus on the match. Like the big example I can think of is pretty much popped in my head is Impact Wrestling. When you think about Impact Wrestling during that pandemic, the storyline was clear. It was simple. The match was amazing. The wrestlers, they have a good ass time. They felt more comfortable more than ever. Same thing with AEW. Storyline is right there. The match was amazing. It's everything that you can ask for as a purist. But when the fans come back, I feel like we stepped like 2 years back because the fans still doing the stupid what chance. The fans almost hijack the matches or sometimes the shows because the fans didn't like what they see or the character wise. And if the fans don't know how to shut up and just enjoy the segment, then you're pretty much missing out the story. You're pretty much missing out what the story is about. Because right now, the most talked about story is the bloodline. Because everybody was glued into the bloodline more than any other story. Because if you ask any WWE weeboos or any pro wrestling fans out there, what is your favorite storyline beside a bloodline in WWE? I wouldn't bet that people would not think of any other storyline. People gonna say, maybe the women title match. That's they would say, or even the Forbidden Door, not Forbidden Door, the oh Lord, the Judgment storyline. That's the only storyline they could think of. Anything else, just a blur. So with this, with the fans, I wish the fans would just be a little bit more respectful. I'm not saying don't have fun because we all pay our hard-earned money. I would say just be respectful. When it's time for you to cheer, it's time for you to cheer. Time for you to boo, whatever. There's a right time to place. But a wrestling, or when a wrestler got the microphone in their hands, either their face or heel, just hear them out, hear the storyline. But when a wrestler, point their direction at the fans or y'all, then it's the right time to cheer or boo or pretty much interact. Just play along. That's the way I see it. I pretty much have the old school mind frame. But yes, that's my my thoughts about this whole fans, the promo. Well, I say it now. The segments. My thoughts on both championships. So it's pretty much a lot to say, but that's my thoughts about this whole situation, or should I say, the topics. Well, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the topic. Give me your thoughts about it. Leave a like, a comment, share, subscribe. Be on the lookout for the next episode of Embrace the Thirst this week. I'm your boy Heel Carmichael. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.